Hello everyone, this is Navdha Soni, Assistant Professor, Department of Quality Assurance at LG Institute of Pharmacy, Ahmedabad. Welcome to the MOOC series initiative taken by LG Institute of Pharmacy. Today we will discuss about the paper chromatography and thin layer chromatography. In earlier session we have already discussed about the introduction of chromatography, principle, important aspects, factors, etc. Now it's time for the technique. One paper chromatography and another that is thin layer chromatography. So first begin with the paper chromatography. First of all, what is paper chromatography? Generally, the term paper chromatography defined as the technique in which the analysis of unknown substances carried out mainly by the flow of solvents on the specifically designed filter papers. Generally, Whatman filter papers are used. Next part, that is important aspect of chromatography. Mainly three components are used. One that is stationary phase, another one that is solvent system, and third one that is spraying reagents. Here in the case of paper chromatography, stationary phase is the filter paper, Whatman filter papers. Solvent system, that is mobile phase, and spraying reagents. Different spraying reagents are used for the different components. First segment, that is filter paper. Usually, filter paper number one is used. Whatman filter paper number one is used. Sometimes the papers are treated with the acid to wash and remove the traces of impurity which may affect the analysis. Paper of chromatographic grade are consist of alpha cellulose, beta cellulose, pentasone, other ether soluble matters, ash, etc. Whatman filter papers are different grades. In the different grades, Whatman filter papers are available. Second important segment, that is solvent system. Solvent is prepared by desaturating organic solvent with the water to adjust the polarity. But several organic liquid incorporate only small amount of water. In such binary solvent system, polar components of the mixture fail to separate. In that case, we have to add third liquid. It may be acid or base. Acid means hydrochloric acid, formic acid, likewise. Base, that means ammonia or any pyridine or any other complexing agent is added to retain the more water in the organic solvent. And the third component, that is spraying reagent. Colored components do not require any spraying reagent. They are visible by naked eye, right? But colorless compounds are located by the spraying with specific reagent. Means the spraying reagent will incorporate with the particular sample and give colored spot. By the colored spot visualization, we can identify the separation of components. Thus, reagents chemically react with the components and develop color in the region where they are present. Here you can see the methodology of paper chromatography. One beaker is containing with the mobile phase, and the strip of filter paper is placed inside the beaker containing mobile phase. And the solvent will move upward side, and this molecules or the samples is separated according to its affinity. Simple development of this paper chromatography by the saturation of paper strip. The sample loaded strip is hanged for the some time in the chromatographic jar containing the solvent but without dipping in the solvent. The strip is developed by the running the solvent through the paper, and depending on the direction of the flow, there are four types of paper chromatography: ascending paper chromatography, descending paper chromatography, circular paper chromatography, and ascending and descending paper chromatography. Here you can see the diagrams of this four kind of paper chromatography: ascending paper chromatography, descending paper chromatography, circular paper chromatography, and ascending and descending both paper chromatography. After movement of the solvent to expected distance, generally 15 to 18 centimeters is ideal. The paper is removed dried, and sprayed with the suitable reagent. Here you can see the person is spraying the paper with the help of specialized instrument. Sometimes spraying different kind of spraying bottles are available in the market. By the help of that bottle, we can spray the paper according to our need. Second important is thin layer chromatography. The thin layer chromatography is also known as TLC. TLC is chromatographic technique used to separate non-volatile mixtures. TLC is performed on the sheet of glass, plastic or aluminum foil which is coated with a thin layer of adsorbent materials. Some adsorbent materials like silica. Okay, usually silica gel, aluminum oxide or cellulose. This kind of materials are used, and these layers of adsorbent is known as stationary phase. In the case of paper chromatography, stationary phase is paper. In the case of thin layer chromatography, the thin layer of silica or any other adsorbent act as a stationary phase. Sample loading in the paper chromatography, same kind of sample loading is in the thin layer chromatography. After the sample has been applied on the plate, a solvent or the solvent mixture known as mobile phase is drawn up the plate via capillary action. Because different analytes assign the TLC plate at the different rate, separation is achieved. TLC consists of three steps. One that is spotting, second development, and third one that is visualization. In the case of spotting, using the micro pipette to transfer the small amount of this dilute solution to one end of the TLC plate. The spotted place is placed in the sealed development tank filled with the vapor of the mobile phase. Its lower side immersed in the solvent to level below the applied sample spot. The solvent rise due to the capillary action and the capillary flow in the process of called development. And third one that is visualization by the UV chamber, by different kind of dyes and ink or other organic compounds used to detect the sample or the spot where they separate. Okay, so by this different kind of technique, we can visualize the proper samples. The advantages of this two technique is it's a simple process with short development time. We can do in the laboratory as well. The separation process is faster and the selectivity for the compound is higher. Even small differences in the chemistry is enough to clear the separation. The purity of standards of the given sample can be assessed easily. It is cheaper chromatographic technique. So these are the advantages of paper as well as thin layer chromatography. Different applications like analysis of fatty acids, detections of pesticides or insecticides in the food and water, analysis of the decomposition of fiber in the forensics, assaying the radiochemical purity of the radiopharmaceuticals, identification of medicinal plants and their constituents. Last part that is references. It is most important. For the proper knowledge of chromatography, especially paper chromatography as well as thin layer chromatography, these are the reference books you have to refer for the better understanding of concept of chromatography. One that is Kasture. Kasture is a very good book for the proper understanding. Instrumental Methods of Chemical Analysis by B.K. Sharma and Instrumental Methods of Chemical Analysis by Gurdeep Chatwal. These three books are very important. You can refer with the other book also, but these three books are very good for the proper understanding of chromatography. Thank you for watching this video. For more updates, like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel Pharma Ignite and press bell icon. Thank you once again.